Welcome to Ask Prep, your trusted companion for NEET and JEE preparation. Today we will study about a very important topic of biology, which is diversity of living organisms, taxonomy, binomial nomenclature, five-kingdom classification. Let us begin by understanding what biological diversity or biodiversity truly means. Biodiversity refers to the variety of organisms found in a particular habitat or on Earth as a whole. It includes not just the number of different species, but also the genetic differences within species and the variety of ecosystems they form. Over millions of years, life on Earth has evolved into a vast array of organisms adapted to diverse environments. This natural diversity has always fascinated human beings. But merely being fascinated is not enough. Scientists needed a way to organize this information, and that led to the birth of taxonomy. Taxonomy is the branch of biology that deals with the identification, naming, and classification of organisms. It is based on observable characteristics and evolutionary relationships. The process of taxonomy allows scientists and students alike to study organisms in an organized and meaningful way. Instead of memorizing every individual organism, taxonomy gives us a way to group them logically. This is where two important terms come into play: classification and nomenclature. Classification involves placing organisms into groups based on shared features. Nomenclature, on the other hand, is the system of assigning names to organisms. To solve the confusion arising from local and regional names, a standardized system of naming was essential. This led to the development of binomial nomenclature, a scientific method of naming organisms that is universally accepted. The system of binomial nomenclature was introduced by the Swedish naturalist Carolus Linnaeus. He proposed that each organism should be given a name composed of two words. The first word represents the genus to which the organism belongs, and the second word represents the species. For example, in Homo sapiens, Homo is the genus and sapiens is the species. The entire name is usually written in italics, with the genus starting with a capital letter and the species in lowercase. This system ensures that each species has a unique and universally recognized name. This binomial system of naming is not only simple but also avoids confusion. Imagine trying to study an organism that has 10 different names in 10 different languages. That would be extremely chaotic. With binomial nomenclature, scientists across the world can communicate unambiguously about organisms. Whether you are in India or Iceland, when someone says Panthera leo, you know they're referring to the lion. Now, naming is just one part of taxonomy. The next major part is classifying organisms based on their characteristics. Over time, biologists developed various classification systems to organize the diversity of life. Initially, these systems were based on superficial features, but with scientific advancements, they became more accurate and sophisticated. One of the most influential classification systems is the five-kingdom classification. This system was proposed by the American ecologist Robert Whittaker in 1969. He categorized all living organisms into five broad kingdoms: Monera, Protista, Fungi, Plantae, and Animalia. Each kingdom represents a major group of organisms with similar characteristics and modes of living. The second kingdom is Protista. These are eukaryotic organisms, which means they have a true nucleus. Most protists are unicellular, though some may form colonies. Protists include organisms like algae, protozoa, and slime molds. Their modes of nutrition vary widely. Some are photosynthetic, while others ingest or absorb food. Next is the kingdom Fungi. Fungi are mostly multicellular, though some like yeast are unicellular. They do not perform photosynthesis. Instead, they obtain their food through absorption. This kingdom includes mushrooms, molds, and yeasts. They play an essential role in nature as decomposers. Then comes the kingdom Plantae. This kingdom includes all multicellular, photosynthetic organisms. They have cell walls made of cellulose and contain chlorophyll. Plants are autotrophs. They make their own food through photosynthesis. This kingdom includes a vast range of life forms, from tiny mosses to towering trees. Finally, the fifth kingdom is Animalia. Animals are multicellular, eukaryotic, and heterotrophic organisms. They do not have cell walls, and most have well-developed sensory and nervous systems. They show a wide range of body structures, from simple sponges to complex mammals. Animals can be vertebrates or invertebrates, depending on the presence or absence of a backbone. However, classification doesn't stop at the level of kingdoms. Within each kingdom, organisms are further divided into smaller groups. These hierarchical levels include phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. The species is the basic unit of classification, and organisms that belong to the same species can interbreed and produce fertile offspring. Understanding the diversity of living organisms is not just about memorizing names. It's about appreciating the complexity and interconnectedness of life. Whether you are studying bacteria under a microscope or observing birds in a forest, taxonomy helps you place every organism into the broader tree of life. It shows us how organisms have evolved over time and how they are related to one another. So, as you go forward, remember that the living world is vast and beautiful. But with the right tools like taxonomy and classification, you can make sense of its complexity. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep learning. This is only the beginning of your journey into biology. Thank you so much for being a part of the Ask Prep community. We truly appreciate your time and dedication to learning, especially when it comes to mastering biology, a subject that's not only essential for exams like NEET and JEE. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends who are also preparing, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an update.